Hello, very good afternoon to all the educators who are joining us on the live session of International Bootcamp on Coding, Artificial Intelligence and Robotics for School Educators Level 2. So today is of course the day 2, and of course we have a new thing for all of you for learning. So we would be shortly starting in just 2 minutes. Before that, let me introduce you to my colleague. Hello, Tina.
Hi, Ayush. Hello. So, good afternoon, all the dear educators. It's my pleasure to welcome all of my dear educators to this International Bootcamp Program Level 2 organized by STEMpedia and ARTPARK. I'm sure that you all will feel enriched with the knowledge of artificial intelligence and robotics after the completion of this bootcamp program. I welcome you all once again to this bootcamp program level 2 and hope that you all will have a great time ahead. We'll be starting our session soon.
Thanks, Tina. Hello, Mr. Vashist. We will be shortly starting. We are not able to see you, Tina.
Sorry, Ayush. Yeah.
So we are just waiting for other educators to join in. I hope the educators who have joined us already have gotten good idea what the Quarky is, how exactly the things are working. And it was really amazing to see you all on the last session as well as on the doubt session. So of course, with Tina and Vivek, you might have solved all your doubts. Still, if you have any doubts, you can join us. For some of the issues, we have already shared it with our team. We would be getting resolution for that as soon as possible. So very good evening, Binoy sir. So I think now it's time to start our session for the day. I again welcome all the educators on the Educators Bootcamp Level 2, where we are talking about the Quarky, one of the best AI and robotics kit, which can be used for enhancing the knowledge and doing an hands-on activity with amazing concepts of AI and robotics. So to make this bootcamp successful, of course, we have a wonderful team of collaborators. I would like Tina to please introduce them.
Sure, Ayush. International Bootcamp Program is organized by STEMpedia and ARTPARK, AI and Robotics Park by IISc Bangalore. We have been supported by Niti Aayog, that is Atal Innovation Mission, which is a part of central government's education system in India. It's our pleasure to have All India Educators Forum and American Indian Foundation to be as our community partner. We have been supported by many international partners as Purpose Smart Education Palestine, National Institute of Education Singapore, Apex Coding Academy Egypt, Informatics Tunisian Association, ITA Tunisia, and EduStream UAE. Now it's time to discuss some basic objective of this international bootcamp program. The objective of International Bootcamp Program is to empower the educator by deepening their knowledge on coding, artificial intelligence, robotics, and thus enhancing them with all the necessary skills that they require for this 21st century. This bootcamp program will give a hands-on experience to all our educators on the latest technology like robotics, artificial intelligence, machine learning in a fun and interactive manner. By learning more about these technologies like robotics, artificial intelligence, machine learning, an educator will be more confident to discuss and talk about these technology in front of a big society. Through this bootcamp program, we are enabling our teachers to become the ambassador of robotics and artificial intelligence in their own institutions. So I request Ayush to take forward the sessions.
Yes, sure, Tina. So before we move ahead on the today's session, I would request all the educators who have not joined the Telegram community, please join us by scanning this QR code, and also the link would be shortly available on your chat section. Very good evening to all the educators who have just joined us now. Garima Gautam, Monica Ranjan, Zuman Ghazi, Marina, and Christina. So regarding the doubts and the issues, if you are facing any related to learning management system or the quirky, please feel free to join our doubt sessions after this, and you can just get the links over the Telegram group, where we would be not only taking your doubts, but if in case you require any technical help or a conceptual help, our educators are going to help you with that too. So now, as you already know, of course, this bootcamp is with an objective which has been discussed by Tina. Apart from it, we are trying to get you enhanced with all the hands-on activity and get an AI and robotics teaching resources for all the educators who are joining us. So that, of course, they can use those resources and communicate as well as share their knowledge, what they have absorbed here, to the millions of students all around the world. We are also going to help you with the access of students of these learning resources. Also, the educators who would be completing the bootcamp would be earning the badges and the certificate accredited by ARTPARK, STEMpedia and STEM.org. So there are many things waiting for you. We want you all to be part of this bootcamp till the end. Submit your activities, communicate us if you are facing any issues in the Telegram group. We, as well as our complete team, is going to support you with that. Now, talking about the schedule, so I would request Tina Wack to please let us take us through the schedule.
Sure, Ayush. So as we all know, Bootcamp Level 2, that is robotics and artificial intelligence. Here also we have 6 sessions. Session 1, which we did yesterday, was introduction to robotics. We learned about some basics of robotics, and we learned how to move a robot. In today's session, we'll be discussing about self-driving robot. We'll understand how a self-driving car is working. We'll understand how different signs are detected using artificial intelligence technology, and will make our own robot to control with using sign detection. In third session, that is line follower robot, we'll be making a line follower robot, of course, and we'll understand how to calibrate the IR sensor. We understand some logics and all. In session 4, we'll make our robot as a delivery robot. We'll learn about some the basic application of delivery robots, and we'll understand some logics, and we'll make our own robot to act as a delivery bot. In fifth session, we'll dealing with gesture control robot. Here we'll learn about different poses that is modeled in machine learning, modeled using machine learning. We'll understand how those models are identified, and will make a activity on gesture control robot. And in sixth session, that is our closing ceremony. Now over to you, Ayush. You can take it forward.
Yeah, thanks, Tina, for giving us an overview of a complete bootcamp level 2, which is based on the quirky, that is robotics and artificial intelligence. So I hope you are very excited to start for the today's session. So before I move forward, I would like to again talk about the learning management system. That is where all the things are available for all of you. Because still we have found like still some educators are finding it a little difficult. So not a problem. We'll just give up 2 minutes on this part. So the first and a very important part you can see is you can just go to ai.thestempedia.com, where you have to sign into your dashboard. If you have not created your account till now, not to worry, you can start your journey of this international bootcamp anytime you want. You can enroll into the international bootcamps in which you want to be part of it, and of course get the access of all the resources inside the bootcamp. You have to click on my courses option on the left hand side. Once you have clicked on my courses, you would be guided through the different courses you are enrolled in. Here, this is an Robotics and AI Bootcamp for Educators Level 2. You have to click it here. If in case I have seen some of the pictures where it is showcasing that all the lessons are locked. In that case, you don't have to worry. There is a high possibility that you have signed out of your dashboard. So please sign in yourself by the option on the top right hand side. Now, today's session is self-driving robot. So right now you might be watching us on the YouTube live. That's amazing. Still, you can always watch the video which is already embedded for you here in your dashboard. Here are the feedback forms for all the educators who have joined us around the world in India, and a special, I should say, attendance form for the educators who have joined us through Atal Innovation Mission, that is AIM community. Here you have to complete all the lessons and keep clicking on mark as complete. Once you have clicked on mark as complete, you would be moving to the next part, where of course you would be learning the things. Okay, let me just go back. Actually, I clicked mark as complete on the complete chapter. Actually, yeah, here basically you have to click on the lesson contents, and then you have to go in each lessons line by line. So here, once you have read it, you can just click on mark as complete. It would be taking you to the next part, that is activity. So in the activity section, you have to submit your activity by naming your file with your name and the activity name. Here you have to upload the project video link, that is a YouTube video link of your project. Please make sure that you explain the things in the videos, as well as you keep your video public in the YouTube. Once you have done it, you can click on mark as complete. You would be able to see the progress in your course here on the top, just below the name, that is Robotics and AI Bootcamp for Educators Level 2. Here you can see right now it's showcasing 9% complete, 3 out of 32 steps. Our main aim would be completing this to 100% and making this 32 steps out of 32 steps. Then only you would be able to download the certificates. Now, moving to the learning part of the day. As you know, we are working with one of the best AI robotics kit, that is Corky. But why Corky? So we have discussed this yesterday, but I will take 2 more minutes again to talk about it. So we are working with Corky and Pictoblocks because we are focusing on the latest technologies and the requirement of the 21st century skills. That is, we want all the educators to get themselves ready with the coding, whether it's on graphical based programming or a Python based, artificial intelligence, robotics, and latest technologies like self-driving technology, tinkering in and making industry and the industry-based projects and making them working automatically. Now, of course, we are working with Corky, so I would like to play this video. I hope you would be able to hear this.
It's a versatile, feature-rich piece of hardware.
My best companion to use artificial intelligence, robotics, and coding.
What is this futuristic companion that everyone is raving about? Meet Quarky. It's a gesture-controlled robot. No. A smart gardening system? No, wait. An autonomous delivery truck? No. A Mars rover. Actually, it's all this rolled into one.
Hi, Corky.
Hi, Jay.
It's an AI and robotics learning companion for the next generation. Corky takes children on an exciting journey to explore advanced concepts on AI and robotics with an easy, engaging, and hands-on approach. It is packed with interactive online courses and engaging live sessions that help children to learn, code, and make their own real-world projects. In other words, one Corky, endless possibilities. Corky is portable. Carry Corky around and control it using your laptop, tablet, or even a smartphone. It's easy to program whether you're a coding newbie using blocks or an expert using Python. Comes with a plug-and-play interface, making it hassle-free and with some of the coolest latest tech. So imagine a self-driving car which identifies street signs and pedestrians, or a faithful robot dog that follows commands with the help of machine learning and object detection. It's evident that Corky is for everyone who wants to be ahead of the curve.
It's so useful for AI education.
Мои дети не могут остановиться и целый день играют в клаке.
Corky will guide you from being zero to an AI hero.
So I hope you might have got an idea about what exactly the Corky is, and still we are going to go through with the Corky as we have already discussed this part yesterday. I would like to give you an overview. So yes, this is a Corky. You can see the different parts in Corky. Let me just switch on my camera. So yeah, so in Corky, of course, we have different features starting with 7x5 RGB display. We have 2 tactile switches, 2 IR sensors, 5 touch-based sensors, 2 geared motors. Along with this, we have 2 servo ports where we can connect the servo motors, and 6 generic input and outputs where we can connect the generic input-output sensors to take the analog as well as the digital readings and make the wonderful projects. Along with this, the Corky can be worked out with USB-C type cable, as well as it is very easy to work with Corky, connecting it to Bluetooth with your laptop, desktop, or your smartphone. So now let's go inside our today's lesson, that is making your own self-driving car. Yes. So before we go ahead and understand how exactly we can make self-driving cars out of the Corky, we would like to discuss what exactly the self-driving cars are. So when we talk about self-driving cars, automatically it completes the meaning in just 2 words, that is the cars which can be driven without the humans. The human doesn't need to drive them. They should be able to not only just run, but should be able to take the decision using artificial intelligence. Of course, they should be able to stop if they see anything. They should take turn if it is mentioned that you have to take turn, or if the signal shows that you should go forward. So of course, they should go forward direction. Of course, we have been hearing about the self-driving cars in real from Tesla, and some of you might have already seen some of the videos related to it. So of course, we are trying to make the prototype of the self-driving cars so that, of course, it can be understood by the teachers and the students how exactly the things work behind it. So now let's understand basically that why exactly and how exactly the self-driving car are important. So self-driving car can be used in waste collection bots, delivery bots, farming vehicles like tractor and etc., where there is some work which has to be done again and again. There are some decisions has to be made, but not always a human is required there. Of course, these self-driving cars uses the sensors which helps them to find the location, altitude, what exactly the rotation they are taking, whether they are moving in a, I should say, even road or uneven road. So using these sensors, only the machine, or I should say the self-driving car, takes the decision. Nowadays, also in the latest cars, we are able to see this application, or you can say see this feature in some of the cars right now. It's automated parking system. So what happens there, basically, while you it automatically take the reverse, it checks whether there is some vehicles around them or not, and parks the vehicle automatically. So this is, of course, a part of a self-driving car. Now, one of the major use and the application of self-driving cars technology is it is getting used in as a different rovers on the planets like Mars and other planets, where of course humans cannot go. But we require certain vehicles which should be able to reach out to that place, can collect and understand the anatomy of the planet, of course, so that there is more knowledge to gain for the humans. So now, I hope this part is pretty clear. Now, of course, how exactly self-driving cars are becoming more smart and smart day by day. So basically what happens is, now as we are using the artificial intelligence to enhance the machines, so what we are doing is we are collaborating the robotics as well as we are collaborating the artificial intelligence to come up with certain concepts like self-driving car, where advanced self-driving cars can also find out that if the car is rotated to the side in which the uneven terrain is uneven terrain or even terrain, that means if it finds a pothole, it would just skip that. And you can just think, for humans as well, this is little difficult when we are going in off-roading or many other places. It can even slow down automatically on the bumps. It can even take the right decision where exactly it sees the traffic signals. So of course, using the artificial intelligence, it becomes little more easier for the machine to become more smart. Now, I won't take much more of your time and we will start with the activity. So here today we are going to do our first activity, basically where we are going to make our Quarky detect the sign as well as give us an understanding. Okay, so I'll now stop my share so that you can have a complete view of the Quarky. So I hope you are all able to see my Quarky right now. So I would request all to please turn on their Pictoblocks, and we would be now working with Quarky. So I would be sharing my screen of Pictoblocks in a while. Till the time, of course, you can bring out your Quarkies, check whether it's charged or not, or of course you can keep it on charging using your laptops. Okay, so now as we were discussing about the self-driving cars, so if I say that in real, okay, thanks for mentioning. Okay, you can all see the Quarky, that's superb. So now, so the first and important thing when we talk about the self-driving cars comes up is my machine should be able to take the decision. Now, when we are talking about the roads, so of course the decision would be something related to the traffic signals, something related to the pedestrians, sometimes related to the distance. Although we are not going to work with the distance part as of now, but of course it is important when we are making a complete full-fledged self-driving car. So to start with, let's first start working on the Pictoblocks. So now I'll just share my screen of Pictoblocks. And I hope you would be also able to see the Pictoblocks right now. So here in the Pictoblocks, to make this all possible, what we have done is we have added an extension. Now, as we already know, that extensions can be added to Pictoblocks using add extension option, where we have an extension called as recognition cards. So I'm just going to click it over here, and it is saying, please wait while the models are being loaded. So basically, I'm adding a Pictoblocks extension, that is recognition cards, to make first activity where I want my Pictoblocks to detect the different signals, or you can say different signs and many other things which can be done over the recognition card, which we are going to see it right now. As soon as I added the extension called as recognition card, you would be able to see some different categories inside this extension. The first is settings. So of course, there are 3 blocks under the setting options where we are going to use it to turn on the camera, of course, to show the bounding box where exactly the signals have been found. The last is, of course, set detection threshold. So we would be talking about the threshold in a little time. Now we have the second category as analyze image. So as we know, of course, machines are smarter, but we have to direct them to do so. So if even we want them to give us a decision that what exactly the sign is or the traffic signal is, it needs to be said that please analyze that from the camera. Now moving to some of the very amazing blocks. Here you can see general object detection. In general object detection, you would be able to find the blocks like hash of objects detected. So this block is basically going to give you the number of objects detected. So right now it would be showing 0, since right now I haven't switched on the camera, I haven't analyzed anything. So here you can see it is giving me the number of objects. Now we can also get the name of the class of that object. So I think we are very familiar with what exactly the class is. Since we have discussed it in the last bootcamp, still I would like to bring it for a small time, that if we are talking about class, that means basically a label of objects. That means if I talk about cars, so all the cars, whether they are from different companies, different countries, are going to be called as cars. Similarly, if I'm saying about student, so a student, or I should be talking about person. So person, whether it's any person, whether it's a male, it's a female, or you can say even there are 2 or 3 persons, right? All of them are going to be called as person. Now, coming to the part traffic signals. Okay, so if here you will say that is signal go detected. So now what exactly can be the use of it? So basically, if you'll see, this is an hexagonal shaped block which always give you the yes or no, that is true or false, because it's a Boolean block. So the major part of the Boolean block is, of course, to give you the answer in just true or false. So here we would be able to use which signal is detected. Like there are different signals: go, stop, go straight, turn left, turn right, U-turn, pedestrian crossing, crossroads, all these signals has been detected. So the answer would be yes or no. So generally, as you know, we can use these blocks under the if condition. Not only that, you would be able to get the position where exactly that particular, I should say, signal or particular object has been detected. Now, coming to the next part of the blocks, that is numbers. So it's not only that it can be used to detect only the traffic signals, but it would be also able to detect the numbers. So is number detected? So there is the number set from 0 to 9, which can be detected by the Pictoblocks. So of course, just hearing after the number, you can just think of some of the projects where we can make with Corky, where we want the Corky to be stopped at some house number, which has been labeled with 0, between 0 to 9. So of course, those things we are going to do in this bootcamp. The next is again that we can get the X position and the Y position of the number, which number, where exactly the number is located on the Pictoblocks screen. Okay. Apart from it, other objects which can be related to some, I should say, self-driving technology, where you can see that generally we see pizza. Okay, so when we are moving on highways, we can just check that if the board is with the pizza, we are able to understand, yeah, here we can get a meal. Apart from it, there are different, I should say, different things which can be detected, different objects, like the different shapes of the cards, like spades, diamonds, club, heart, pizza slice, pizza, tree, home, hospital, bomb, hazel, and John. So now you can think that what can be the possibility, what amount of projects you can make, like you can make just a complete self-driving uh, part where with different objects you can detect and ask your machine to take the decision. Now you might be thinking that how exactly, where would I get all these objects? So it's in your box. So just please check your box. You might have definitely received a packet containing all the different cards, which we called as recognition cards, that contains the different cards of traffic signals, numbers, pedestrian or hazel, and also some objects like pizza. So I hope you are all able to find the packet of recognition cards inside the box. Now moving to the part how exactly we can use these blocks to make a script where my Pictoblocks would be able to detect the different cards. So let me just show you first which cards I'm talking about. So basically I'm talking about these cards which you might definitely have received inside the box. So these particular cards are going to help us to make the project. Now, the first and important point here is that my Quarky should respond something if my machine is able to detect these cards, right? So what am I going to do it here is I'm going to start making an script which is going to help me to detect the different cards. So which is going to help me to detect different cards. So here the first and important block, as you already know, is the first and a very important block which we want to use is when green flag is clicked. Of course, when we are using this, we want some automation where I don't need to click on the complete script again and again. I can just activate or trigger my complete script just by this green flag. Now, for of course detecting, the most important part is that my machine should able to see That is somewhere you can talk about, I'm talking about right now is computer vision, where computer is able to have the vision. So the next block is, of course, I need to switch on the camera. So I'm going to just bring down this block which says turn on the video on the stage. And of course, for this, I'll need to check the camera.
Ayush, your mic is mute.
Yeah, so I think now I'm audible.
Yes,
Yeah.
you're audible.
So I'll just go back and start with, so the first and important part for the computer vision, or I should say detecting the signals, detecting the different cards is turning on the camera. And that can be done very easily by using this block. Now, as we already know, there are different blocks in the settings. So what I need to do here is I have to bring them as per my purpose, that whenever a block is detected, I want the bounding box. Next is set the detection threshold to 0.6. Now let's understand what exactly the threshold means. So if you have seen our previous videos where we have talked about machine learning, so we talked about the confidence interval, or you can say confidence, that my machine is confident to give me this answer. Now, if I'm talking about threshold, so basically I'm putting a limit on my confidence. That is, till the time my machine is not confident, minimum 60%, I don't want it to tell me the answer. Because of course, when we are working with self-driving cars, we need a little high accuracy. So now here, basically, I'm setting a threshold that is 0.6. That means till the time my machine would not be confident enough, confident 60% that, yeah, this is the correct decision what the machine is taking, it is not going to tell me the answer. Now, you might be thinking that how exactly we can make projects in such a way that it should be able to work with 0.6 or even lower version. So here are two important parts to be discussed, that of course we don't want to take it lower, the number, because of the criticality of the project. So if you are working on self-driving car, and if in case we decrease this threshold, that means even if it is not confident that whether it should go, whether it has detected the go signal or not, it is going to take the decision to move ahead. And that can be, of course, a problem in some time. So for that, of course, we need to keep it in such a way that, of course, it should not be very tough for the machine, as well as it should not even very easy for the machine. Now, so what am I going to do here is I'm going to use this set threshold block. Now, of course, we have set up all the settings, and now the things has to be worked with the AI, of course, that is analysis of the different signals. Now, what am I going to do here is I'm going to control and I'm going to bring the forever block. Here in forever, as I mentioned, although machines are getting smart, but still it requires humans to activate, right? So we would require a block which can tell my machine that now from here you have to basically work, or I should say you have to start analyzing the things and giving me the answers. Now, once it has detected, of course, I should be able to know the name of the object detected, right? So what am I going to do here is I'm going to bring the block that is say, which is going to help me to tell the name of the class of the object. So now I'm going to use, of course, this block, but if we are talking about here, if I click it here, so it is saying hello. And if in case I add this, so it is going to say that this is null or some classes right now, since it has not detected anything. But we want one more important step. That is to make it like look little more prettier. What I can do is I can use the block called as join from the operators. Now join from the operators is basically going to not only tell the name of the object, but would be telling me that it has been detected. So I'm just adding some beautification part here. Now to observe what are the different things it can detect. Okay, so let me just bring down some cards. So now I'll just play the script what I have built to check whether it's working good enough or not. Although right now there would be nothing happening on the quad key because I haven't added anything related to the quad key. But I'll tell you how we can make it much more smart. So let's first click on when green flag is clicked. So right now it's saying null detected, right? Null detected because yeah, of course there is no recognition card. But if I bring some recognition card and take it little near to my machine, so you can see pizza detected. Let's see what it says to this. Number 2 detected. So I have some more numbers what I would try with this. It has detected the go. Let me bring down some more cards. So U-turn has been detected. So turn left has been detected. So basically all the recognition cards which you have with you is going to be detected, okay, by your machine. So now we have understood, of course, how exactly these recognition cards are going to work, but let's understand how we can make it more smart. So right now we, of course, my Pictoblocks detected the things, but to make it much more good and making it work with, I should say, quirky, we can add certain blocks to it. How? So what I can do is, of course, I have added say here the class, okay, but also what I can do here is I can add tell me the class, and now I can add some blocks here, that is if, and go to recognition cards, and I say is detected, like we have this, okay, or I can use is pizza, if pizza detected. I want my Quirky to be happy. Of course, after seeing pizza, of course, sometimes we get crazy. So for me, of course, pizza is something very what I love. Okay, so now what I'm going to put it here is I'm going to bring the display. Okay, and I'm going to bring an happy emotion. Okay, so now if in case it is going to get checked, okay, the first important point here is I need to connect the Quirky. So on the back side, of course, you have this turn on button, which is going to help you to turn it on. As soon as you turn it on, there would be blue light at the back. You would be able to see. Okay, so this blue light showcase that the power has been turned on. Okay, you can see just beside, or you can say behind the tires. And also the Porky Bluetooth light has been turned on. So now I need to click on board. I'll select Corky. I'll click on connect. My Bluetooth has been detected. Let me just click on connect. Now there were some questions related that how exactly we are able to connect the Corky with the Bluetooth. So let me first press the green flag and let's see what happens. So you can see it's showcasing null detected. Okay, because actually I have turned off the camera, so I'll need to turn on and flip and then stop and then go ahead. So now if in case I'll bring this pizza, my Corky is going to become happy, right? Because the pizza has been detected. So now here also you will see that how exactly we are building the logics. That we showed the pizza, it became happy, but if we remove the card, it doesn't work anything. That means you can say there was no change on the last instruction given to the Corky. So what I can do is instead of this if, and that is why we use if else. Okay, so I can go to control. What I can do is I can add if else here, and I can use if pizza is detected, I want happy emotion, else keep the Corky screen clear. So in the palette of display, you would be able to find this block which says clear. And now let's see whether it works or not. So this is how you step by step learn the things. You bring things down and the pizza has been detected. So it is coming up with happy emotion. Let me just remove. It says null detected and you can see the happy emotion is gone. As soon as the pizza comes in front of the Pictoblocks, the Corky is going to become happy. And as soon as the pizza has been removed in from the front, the Corky is not going to be happy. Even you can make this little more prettier, not only by making it clear screen, but you can just make some angry or sad motion, right? Okay, so I can just bring here sad. Or we can bring here crying, and instead of happy, we can also use love. Okay, so now I'll just stop this. And so right now you can see the, okay, right now the brightness of the Corky is too high. So even I can set that, okay? So let me just bring down this block. Okay, so this is a block under the display, which can help you to set the brightness. So I'll just make it little less. Okay, I hope this is going to work. Let me keep it very low because since it is on camera, so it is going to shine a little bit. I think 4 would be good, yeah. From 4 you would be able to see. So I'll set up the brightness. And now if I press the green flag, my Corky right now null is detected. So my Corky is crying. And as soon as I bring the pizza in front of it, so it shows the love symbol that, yeah, Corky loves the Corky. Corky loves the pizza. As soon as I remove it, again, it is going to cry. So this is how exactly we can engage the students in different activities. And by using these activities, they would not only be working with their logical skills and critical thinking, but would also be enjoying and learning artificial intelligence. Now, where we can find those cards, can you send us? So of course, these cards would be inside, I should say, into the box, inside the box of your Corky. Okay, also, if you don't have Corky and you want to make certain I should say, projects related to these recognition cards, of course, you can put it forward to us on Telegram. We would share you the link of the PDF. You can download the cards out of there, cut them out, and of course, use them for the purpose. Now, moving to the part where now we would be working. So till now, of course, we have worked with a part of recognition card, but of course it was just a very small part of the complete self-driving. This is of course important, but we have to add more things to it. So I'll just remove this complete script as of now. So I'll take a pause of a minute, like if you have any of the doubts, any of the things you want to ask, or so please feel free to put it forward. Yeah, Tina, do we have any questions from the last session, or like any educators might have asked it? So we are going to make one more activity, educators, right now. But till the time, I want you all to ask some questions and let me know if you have any problem.
Ayush, if you could explain once again the Bluetooth connecting in Pictoblocks.
Yeah, sure. So the Bluetooth connectivity. Yeah, so Bluetooth connectivity is very important while working with Quarky, whether whether we are connecting our Quarky to smartphone or we are connecting it to the laptop or desktop. So I'll tell you, for laptop and desktop, you have to just search Pictoblocks link. Okay. So I have already searched this so many times, so I'll just directly click it here. So here you would be able to see a Pictoblocks link easily connecting the Quarky board and many other boards to Pictoblocks. So basically this Pictoblocks link is a small software which is going to help you to detect your different boards inside the Pictoblocks. Now, the next and a very important step would be that you have to download it. Okay, so how can you download it? So here you can see there are two versions. First is Windows, second is Mac OS. So you can just click on Windows to download it. And if you are using a Mac OS, so then you can download a Mac OS version. To understand it more, let me just play this video. I hope this is going to help you and make you understand what exactly the Pictoblocks link is.
Hello everyone, I hope you all are safe and sound. As you know that the latest version of Pictoblocks is out now, it has lots of new features like the NLP extension, recognition card extension, the IFTTT webhook extension, Pictoblocks link, and the new credit system. We have also added an easy file sharing provision for software, updated board firmwares, along with some other bug improvements for making your experience better. In this video, we will talk about Pictoblocks link, which plays an important role for improvising the connectivity to Pictoblocks over Bluetooth connection with your favorite boards like Evive, Quarky, ESP32, Arduino, Microbit, Lego, and makes working in real-time mode, aka the stage mode, really fun. So let's understand what Pictoblocks is, where to download and install it from, and how to connect your favorite board using it, along with seeing it in action. Pictoblocks Link is an application used by Pictoblocks to carry out hassle-free Bluetooth connection with hardware devices. You can find the download link in the description box, or you can even simply Google it. Next, choose the appropriate platform, that is Windows or Mac, then download it and install it. Run the Pictoblocks Link application on your device. To make sure it is running, it should appear in your toolbar. Next, make sure that the Bluetooth of your device, that is laptop or PC, and Bluetooth of your favorite board is on. I'm using my Quarky board to test. Now, open Pictoblocks. Select the appropriate board you want to work with from the menu bar. Next, click on Connect button and select Bluetooth ports. As the Pictoblocks link is running perfectly in the background, a list of available devices will appear. Click on Connect to select yours. With this, your board will get connected to Pictoblocks. Let's write a small script to see it in action. One important thing to keep in mind while working with Pictoblocks link is that you cannot upload codes via Bluetooth. It's only to communicate with your favorite boards which already has firmware uploaded in it in real time or stage mode. We will test the working via displaying the happy emotion animation on the LED matrix of Quarky, placed when flat clicked hat block from the controls palette. Add a forever block to make the script run forever. Finally,
so I think you might have got an idea that what Pictoblocks link is, but still, as I said, this is the step one is very important when you are downloading it. That is, after downloading, you have to install the Pictoblocks link, and at the bottom where you can see the other services running at background, that like Bluetooth, your Zoom calls, your security services, as well as the sound, you should be able to see this Pictoblocks link option. Then only you can basically find that your Pictoblocks link is activated. Now moving ahead to the next part of the activity, that is that how, yeah, of course, is it available for Linux? Okay, yeah, of course, for the Linux too, it is available. You can just please write it us on support@STEMpedia.com and we are going to help you with that. Now moving ahead to an activity where I wanted to see my Quarky in action with the different recognition cards. So now the first and important part, as we know, are going to be same. That what I want here is I want to start my script when the green flag is clicked. Again, the important blocks for setting up the things are that I would require to turn on the camera, and I want to show up the bounding box and set the detection threshold. I would be talking about this question actually. Okay, so now if in case your cards are not getting recognized, you need to bring it little more close to the camera. And also it's very important that your light surrounding should be clear, means you should have a proper light, because for even humans, if there is not a proper light, it becomes little difficult to detect and understand or take a decision. So similarly, if we are talking about machines, so of course they would require certain things like a good amount of light and a clear vision to give you the decision. Now, how can we work here with, I should say, the recognition cards? So the next part would again be same, that I would require a forever, and I would ask that my machine should analyze the image from the camera. Now here comes an important part, that till the time what I did was I was bringing some emotions on my Quarky. But if in case I want to bring some action, so I would require some conditions. So what am I going to do it here is, so assuming this is a self-driving car, which is going to be in its way and detecting the different signals on the platform or on the road. So the first thing what am I going to do is I'm going to control and I'm going to bring a block which says if then else. And here you have to understand that I would require to check which type of card has been detected. That means here you can see this is a block. It is saying is signal go detected. So I can click. We have multiple signals. So what am I going to do here is I'm going to first check is signal go detected. And if this condition is true, I'll go to my robot palette where I worked with making my robot go in a forward direction for 1 second. So now I think this is very clear that is the go is detected, I want my Quarky to move in the front direction for 1 second. Now to move ahead in this, of course, I would require some more signals. Of course, if I'm moving on a road, I would require some of the, I should say, more cards. So now what am I going to do is going to check which turn, okay? Because there is a high chance that it would be asking for, we need to take the turns while we are, I should say, working, right? When our, I should say, vehicle is moving. So here I'm going to make one more condition, okay? And this time not go, but I would be checking whether the signal for the turn left has been detected or not. And if the signal for turn left has been detected, I would require, of course, a turn left. So I'll go again back to my core keyboard and robot palette. And here I have a block which says go forward, where I can select taking it left for 1 second. Now I think you are pretty clear with this part, that how exactly we did, we took the left turn. So we didn't took 1 second, but we took 0.5, because as per my quirky calibrations, it takes the perfect right turn when perfect right or left turn when it has been given a chance to move for 0.5 seconds. Now moving ahead, we would require some more actions. So we would again bring some more conditions. So let me just bring this if else, okay? And now you can see using this if else, I can again check whether turn right is detected. So I'll just select turn right, and if turn right is detected, I want my quirky to take the right turn. So let me just take the right turn. So those educators who are finding a null detection, so don't worry, you can just try to bring the first thing, that is your cards, little near to the camera. Okay, and you have to wait a little bit, it is going to detect it. Okay, so now we have taken right, left, and everything is done, but of course still the else part is left. So what I can do it here is, of course I can bring it here. If none of the things is working, I want it to turn, I want it, my robot, to be keeping itself stop at a place, right? So now let's see how exactly it works. So I'll just click on, first I'll just show you the complete script. Okay, and let me just, okay, yeah. And let me just click on a green flag. Now let's see what happens if I say go. Oh, it's nothing happening. The reason behind is I've not connected the core key. So the very important part is we have to switch on the core key, okay? Once the core key is turned on, I would be able to see a blue light coming up on the core key, and then I need to click on connect, and I would need to find the core key and connect it. Once the core key is connected, you would be able to see a green flag. And now let me press the green flag here. And now let me try to show the go. So you can see it took, basically went in forward direction. Let me just bring it back here. Let me show the different directions. So you can see it took 2 times because it actually detected it, and I kept the card there itself. If I'll again show, it is again showing to take the right. Right? Again, I can of course show this. So you can see it is, so right now I don't have the second turn, that is left turn thing. Okay, of course, otherwise I would have shown it can easily take right and left turn. Now, of course, how can you make it look more better? Okay, so this is very small. Okay, but how can we make it looking more smart, more good? And there comes the part of creativity, right? So let's bring down our creativity to the quirky LED board. So what am I going to do is I'm going to display palette, and I'm going to add one display every time. Like I have used 3 signals, so I'll be using one display every time. Okay, so let me just bring it one more for stop as well. So what can I do here is, if I say that I want to move forward, so this is a block which says display matrix as, and you can see this complete matrix is what exactly is on the quirky. So I can click on black color. I can just fill the black here. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a small arrow key here. Okay. So yeah, so this is my arrow key to move forward. I'll put it here. If in case it finds this, I want it to move in forward direction. Let me just put it on top. Now, if it takes a left turn, so of course I can bring some left turn creativity. Let me just click on black, fill it here, and then make a left turn. So this time let's choose a different color. Okay, so although I'll just clear this, actually we can make it little much more prettier. Yeah, this seems much more like a left turn. Let me bring it on top here. Now, if it is a right turn, I would require to make a right turn creativity. So I have used blue, I have used red. Let's use this green. Okay. Okay, and I'll put it on this right part. But what can I do on stop? Okay, so even I can fill this complete with a one color. I can just choose red and fill it. Okay, and I can put it here on the stop part. So now what I can do is I can check it again. Okay, let's see how exactly it looks. So I'll just press a green flag. Until the time I'm not showing any of the block, okay, any of the cards, actually it is basically bringing the red light. As soon as I bring, so you can see it went up. If I in case I'm going to bring this, so you can see it is taking the left turn. So right now, as I said, I'm not able to find my the second turn, this second turn card. Okay, but still it is going to work for you. Okay, so now let me just show it to you again. Oh, I'm sorry, it was just about to fall from my table. Right, so in this way, basically, again, as soon as I didn't show anything, it became red in color. So I hope this is clear to everyone. You might have got a complete idea how exactly we are working here in this. And basically now what we want you to do here is, since of course your question was that if in case we don't want to do it with showcasing these cards over the, I should say, on the laptops, right? Of course, right now, if I'm saying it's self-driving car, it's of course not working selfly. Somewhere I'm using my some of my hand and the things, right? So here I will tell you a very important use case and where we can work with a smartphone. So now in your box, there would be I should say two more purple color parts. Okay, so the name of these parts are A3. So let me stop my share first. And let me just, okay. So now here, if you'll see, these two different parts you might have already received. So these are called as mobile holder. Okay, so this is called as mobile holder. In mobile holder, you would be able to see basically some arrow marks. Okay, on A3, basically you would be able to see this arrow mark. I hope you are able to see this. So this arrow mark has to go on the top side. Okay, so this is the arrow mark. Okay, here you can see this is the arrow mark. Okay, you have to put it on top. Okay, and just push this down to Corky. Similarly, for the second as well, I'm going to show you, this is an arrow mark here. Okay, and I'm going to put it forward, and I'm going to easily put it on the Corky. Although you can also assume or understand this in a way like the long ones would be in the front side. Okay, the long ones are on the front side. Now if you see, my Corky is moreover looking like it can carry something, right? So what it can carry? So yes, it can carry, of course, the smartphone. So if you are working on a smartphone, okay, and you have a Pictoblocks, or I should say you have a Pictoblocks in your phone. So of course, what you can do here is you can, I'll just turn my Corky off. Okay, so what you can do it is you can use your smartphone. So I'll just bring it here. So you can use your smartphone and you can mount your smartphone here, and you can use the camera of your smartphone. So I'd like to show you how we can do it. So you have to go to MySpace, and of course the program what you have made needs to be opened. So I'm trying to open up here. So right now I'm not going to make a complete project, but I'll try to show you up a small implementation. But I would love to see the implementation. So for you, if it's left or right is not working, Nitesh, then in case you have to just bring little more close, because it might be due to the background. Okay. One more important point when recognition is the background. So try to keep your background clear and white, because it is, of course, sometimes make a little difficulty. So right now, the code which I made it there, I'll just try to bring a small part of the code here. So I'm adding a recognition card extension. So you can see I'm just adding a recognition card extension. Okay, and I'll just bring down few blocks. So I'll go to event. I'll bring when green flag is clicked. I'll go to recognition cards. Okay, I'll require, of course, to turn on the camera. I'll require a bounding box. I'll require the setting at the threshold. Now I would require something from the controls, that is forever. And what am I going to do here is I'm going to just make one condition. Okay, before that I have to use the block which says analyze the things from the camera. Okay, by mistakenly I added it outside. Let me just bring that inside here. Okay, I'll bring a if condition. Let's bring if else. Actually, it is going to work a little more better. Okay, so I have brought if else. I hope this would be visible, but you can directly compare it to the script what we have made on the laptop. Okay, so I'm just trying to copy that same here. So is go detected. Yes, if go is detected, I want my core key. So I'm not able to see my core key palettes, right? Why am I not going to, why I'm not able to see it right away is I've not selected the board. So let me try to zoom it. Okay. So here, basically there is an option to select a board. So you have to click it here to select the board, select the core key, and you would be able to see the core key palettes. Now here, I'll go to robot part. I'll say if you have detected, go forward for 1 second or else stop. Okay. Again, by mistakenly, yeah, here it go. And also I would like to display happy emotion if my core key has detected the go and I want to showcase nothing actually when there is no cards detected. So I have added this to this. So right now, if I'll say I have made a similar type of program. Now the only thing is what I have to do is check the camera. Okay. So now I will tell you how you can check the camera. So here you have to see there is a setting option. So please click on the setting option. In the setting options, let me just try to bring this near to you. Here you would be able to see a video option. Okay. So you have to click on video option. Once you click on video option, you would be able to see two camera. So right now you can see this is my front camera working. From the drop down, I can select the camera 2 as well. That would be a back camera. Okay, so right now you can see this is basically my back camera. Okay, right now my hand is visible. So I generally prefer to use back camera while working. So I'll keep the back camera and I'll go back using the back button. So this is a back button. Okay, let me just show this again. So you have to click on the setting option. Oh, by mistakenly I clicked on connect. So you have to click on the setting option here. Okay, once you click on setting option, the third would be the video. From here you can select the camera. Now go back to the scripting area. Make sure you go to the setting option after coming to this coding part. Okay, now let's see whether it's working or not. So now what can I do here is I can put my phone here. Okay, I hope this would be visible to you. Let me try to show you this from this angle. Okay, so now you can see my phone, and now what I can do here is I can put a go symbol in front of it. Okay, so what is going to happen is it would be able to detect the go. Okay, and I'll click on connect. Oh, first I will also require to switch it on. So let me turn this on. Okay. Now my Quirky has came up here. So let me just try to connect it. And now you can see this green light. That means my Quirky has been connected. And now I can click on green flag first. So right now it is not doing anything because there is no card. But if in case it is going to find a card, it is going to move. Okay. So right now actually as I said, the background is very, very important. So let me just turn this now on. So I'll require to turn on the script just a sec. Okay, so just a sec, actually my phone got a little hang, so let me just reframe this again. So I'll just start the script again here. Let me just go to full screen. And let me connect my quad key. And once the quad key is connected, I would just click on the script. Okay, so it just basically became happy since so there is a little space on my table. So basically it would be able to detect it, move it forward and go in different direction. And that is what basically we want you to do, that you can make a complete self-driving car, okay, where you can just bring some different cards and it is going to work automatically. You can situate the cards like this and you can make it move in different direction. Once it has detected go, it is going to go forward. Once it has moved forward, you can keep this signal as turning right. It is going to take turn right. So I hope you might have got a complete idea how exactly we are making a self-driving car. And as I said, we want you basically to make this DIY file as well, that is do it yourself. So let me just share my screen. Okay, so yeah, so this is how exactly you can make the multiple sign-based controls where you would be able to detect the different signs using your smartphone in Corky. And still, if you have not joined our Telegram group, so please join our Telegram group. So of course, you can ask your doubts, you can join our doubt sessions, work with us on doubt sessions. And of course, we can help you and support you in the resolution of the issues you are facing. Also, I would request all the educators to fill in this feedback form. So these feedback and attendance form is going to help us to know what exactly the things you want us to help you, support you, as well as how the things are going at your part. If there are requirement of improvement, of course, we are going to help you with all the improvements. So all the educators from around the world, please fill in the first form, while the educators who are joining us from the Niti Aayog community, please fill up the second form. The links of the form has been already shared over the chat. Also, after just this session, we are going to have the doubt session where you can just talk to our mentors one-on-one, and from the 6 p.m. IST, that is going to be after 35 minutes. You can get the link on the Telegram group. So it would be great if you're finding any type of issue or want to share your suggestion or anything, please come to our doubt session and let us know about the things so that of course we can support you with that. So now it's a time of doubts. So if you have any doubts, please put it forward. We would love to answer them all. We have already taken one important doubt of the Pictoblocks link. Other than that, if you have any questions, please put it forward. Now it's very important that you do these activities, make a video, because it is going to help you a lot in many ways, where not only you, but even your students are going to see it. They're going to come to you to ask to teach them. And that is what exactly we want, that all the students should get a hands-on experience with these wonderful activities, so that of course they can not only learn the things in a complex way, but of course we want them to learn the things in fun and engaging way. So this is our aim. Of course, all of the educators also aim for the same. So I hope the session was good. Yeah, of course, you can take out some time. You can do all the activities. As I said, it's like this system, or I should say this complete dashboard is going to be with you for coming 2 years. But of course, we want you all to keep submitting the activities, showcase your activities on the Telegram group, of course, so that we can help you to grow personally as well as to grow institutionally, or I should say professionally. So that was all for the day in today's session. I hope you have enjoyed the session, and we're looking forward to see you all again back tomorrow at the same time. So till then, take care, stay safe, bye-bye. Looking forward to see all the activities with all of you. Yeah, thank you everyone. Thanks for joining.
That was a wonderful session, Ayush. We all are super excited to learn about self-driving cars and make our own self-driving car using Quarky and Pictoblocks. Hope all our educators enjoyed today's session. Thank you all for joining. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.